So we are here. We finally have something to talk about for this Wednesday. Last Wednesday and the Wednesday before, we had no updates. Today's a good day where we have a big release date right now, a couple hours of the Slayer coming out. Korea stuff, we have a test server coming out on Friday. Now, May 2023 release notes. Let's go over it super quickly. Spotlight Slayer Advanced Class. I made that Slayer guide. Yep, that's the Slayer guide I made. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm kind of proud of the information. So if you guys are interested in the Slayer class, this video is going to help you to get to the basics down. So that's there. You guys are going to have the Hyper Express for it. So we're going to talk about it as we scroll down because I noticed that there's Hyper Express in there too. Ebony Cube. So Ebony Cube, you guys are getting this super early, which is really nice. Ebony Cube is Boss Rush plus Cube together. These are the Ebony tickets. And then we have up to 1, 2, 3, 4. So you guys have it up to 4. And the reason why is because the 4th one and the 5th one is 1580 and 1610. This is a con and this is Voldyke. So when Elgasha comes out in June, these new 2 Chaos Dungeons will be 1580 and 1600. And Voldyke being 1610. This is the highest Chaos Dungeon that's out so far in Korea. So Ebony Cube is 4 stages. And if you're super lucky, you have a chance to get about 6 million silver. I don't know about the lower ones though, but it's a big chest. And most of the time, some of the luckier rooms, they get around like 100 to like 200k silver. So if you go over here where you trade the Chaos Dungeons, there will be an Ebony ticket converter. It's about like 3-to-1 ratio. Nowadays, I'm actually regretting converting it to Ebony ticket because I just convert them to flat silver. So think about that a little bit, and if you guys are like, hey, I'm not gonna run this ticket anyway, just convert it to flat silver. That's actually pretty good too. You're gonna get like a big lump sum of silver that you can just utilize. Event Guardians, that's what you guys have. This is a unique stuff for the global server, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Kind of glad that you guys are getting it. This is really good for newbie players. It's good. Progression event, there we go. So you guys are gonna get the Punika Power Pass for the Slayer, which is nice. Hyper Express Event 2, which is up to 1460, while having a static like a honing chance. So this is like best Hyper Express event before the 1490 version, right? So this is the one that we got for Aeromancer. Instead of the honing thing, this is the one that I am very interested about, as in like this is the most important system. The engraving support system. The engraving is very, very difficult for new players to utilize. And I'm pretty sure you guys agree to this because engraving is still hard for me sometimes, because you have to do all these additions and like you have to cut stones and all that stuff. This engraving support system removes all of that around. And all you need to do is you just like click 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get to choose any engravings to have it as level 3. Your accessory is basically just combat stats. Think about it that way. So if you look at here, you know there's like these stuff here, right? So if you guys are like return players or people who are playing right now, all you need to do is buy these accessories and then try to get like really high combat stat like this, because these are like all hundreds, right? With using the engraving support. Because if you are who want to play Punisher Slayer, you want high combat stat, like as high as it can for a spec, and then you just use the engraving system. That is probably stronger than most 5.3s because combat stat is #1 priority for Punisher Slayer. That's what I did, as in I went like super high quality, used the engraving support system. I was beating most 5.3s. Knowledge transfer revamp. So the knowledge transfer revamp is like removed all that stuff. It's only 10 seconds. So I think this patch is particularly made for people who have less than 6 characters. Either way, usually my perspective of this game has been changed a little bit. Pushing your character to a certain amount, I think maybe like bro hard, above bro hard, it kind of loses efficiency. And then you're kind of like digging the bigger hole and you can't really get out of making this game into like a job. So even if you want to make more gold out of it, for example, if you're spending 50k on a particular character, you push it up and then the weekly income of that character is only 5k. You have to wait 10k until you have to wait 10 weeks until you get the gold back, right? So instead of that, I'd rather play less. The honing update. So basically this one is the exact same as what Korea got for very close to Voldyke update. So as of today, I think when this patch comes out, you guys have the exact same nerf on, maybe better actually, we probably have to do the maths and stuff, than the Korean server while we have higher content. So basically you guys have the better ends for both sections. If Amazon's goal is pushing you guys faster for new content, for you guys to catch up with Korea. This is pretty good, to a point that I look at like some invent and stuff, like they're saying like you guys are getting all these freeloading stuff, but I mean, who cares about them anyway? This is a different game. Global is a different game. Stronghold updates. This is the general mood stuff that we can do. For example, we can change the mood to like summer, fall and stuff. I didn't buy these, but these are really expensive, 1200 crystals. That's why I didn't really pay for them. Right? Where you guys send the guys? You can press this. You probably have this button actually. You press this button, you just retrieve everything. I don't know much about guild because I just own a single guild, so not gonna talk too much about it. Trade skill updates, same thing. I don't do too much about it. I don't know if you guys got the nerf version. Remember a long time ago, my old video, I said the Koreans were super angry because they nerfed it after, because it was really difficult to get these new world tree leaves because the rate of you popping out of the pouch was very low. So basically you mine these special ores and then you get a special ticket. You trade it with the traveling merchant and you open that box to hopefully get like a ticket to get the new world tree leaf, right? And the percentage of that was super low, and they fixed it afterwards. But the people who got it beforehand were complaining that these should roll it back because I had a hard time making it. So that was like the dumbest. Remember that video that I made, right? Like long time ago. It's like that's like the dumbest excuse that I've seen. If you guys are getting this easier, that you guys got the nerf version, because you will know that how hard this is. Because I think you have to open like almost like 300, 400 to get one. So from this point, when I was reading it generally, I think global is completely caught up with QoL related, because it feels like a point where you guys have something that we don't have now, which is nice. Getting caught up on QoL was the #1 concern for me. And then the fact that you guys caught up is really nice news. This one was interesting too. So yesterday when I was doing RMT Tuesday, I kept saying, "Hey man, does global have a different side row energy drop rate?" Because you guys are because the RMT Tuesday, so many people were getting these side row energies, man. And then to give you a comparison, till this day, I play this game every day, right? And however many Akans and like Brels I do every week, I have still not gotten a side row energy yet. Never, ever. If this is the case, maybe they're trying to make side row energy more accessible to most users. I mean, it's obviously not going to be accessible to everyone because that doesn't make any sense. But even if that is the case, it's a different game. And Deadeye, Gunslinger, non-combat stat change. Yup. So these are pretty nice. The motion, enable 19 emotes for MVP use. If you just put all of them in a random, if you just click all of them, it just randomly chooses one, so that's really fun too. This is a unique skin for NA, right? What do you guys think about the skin? Let me know. I don't know. I can't wear it, right? Cyberpunk style. I don't like the color set, but I guess you can dye it. You know what I mean? I guess you can dye the color. The dog, the pet, and the horse look slick though. It looks sick. I like the silver one. So this is the Slayer skin that comes out with the package. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. This is the skin, but you notice the pants is different color is because I didn't dye it. This is the one I got. It does make your mid look bigger. Most people still wear this, but it's a good skin. Okay. Now endgame raid updates. Weekly entry limit removed. So what this means is you can enter every single raid. I don't remember the last time going into like Clown and like bro, all that stuff, because I just have no time. But if people are playing, if you guys are playing like let's say 3 characters, I guess you can run every single raid with those 3 characters. However, you're not getting the gold for it. You're getting the mats and all that stuff for that. Chaos stones are pretty good. Chaos stones really important because you're gonna have elixirs later, and elixirs require chaos stones. Yeah, the purpose of this particular patch was to help new players who are just getting into Valten. But let me tell you the truth here. It's just to let people bust more. That's that's what happened. But the bus price does go down. But I mean, I don't want to talk too much about busing because you know people don't want to talk busing a lot. But you know, like you see these carries. Like there's so many Makokos in here for the carries. After 6 characters have looted gold rewards, other characters can choose to claim. So what this really means is, if you have collected gold, this gold mark gets a X, right? So when you receive gold out of 6 characters, you'll see a chest icon, a blue chest icon appearing here. And that means all your bonus loot is free. As in, if I receive all the gold from the 6th character, and then I run Blade on, like, let's say, Akan, my Akan bonus loot is completely free. That's how it works. For 3 raids. For 3 raids only. So I run these guys first, and then I receive the bonus loot for these guys to freely progress my Akan gear. Because I have 93 eyeballs right now. So if I run Akan this week with my Slayer, get a free bonus loot, and I'm going to make the weapon, the Akan weapon, this week. So it's pretty exciting. But in order for me to get 1600, I need all Akan gears to be at plus 15. That's all I need it to be. And then I will probably have at least 6 more weeks to do to Akan to get my character to 1600. Weekly entry limit removed means you can't run Valton over and over and over. You still beat it once. So someone asked the question, if you can run the same raid over and over and over, it will not work that way. No, it doesn't work that way. You just run it, because if you run 3 raids, you can't run the other ones. So basically what it means is you can run all 5 of these. But the first 3 that you do, or you select that you want the gold for, you get the gold for. Right. So raid balance update. So this is global server unique nerf, chat. This has not appeared in Korea yet. I thought it was gonna appear at today's update, but it's not. So you guys have a different version now in terms of difficulty. I think this is good because the lower level raids deserve to get nerfed. And the reason why is because it's for newer players, and in my perspective, right, who cares about lower raids, right? You know, like, if people who are playing the higher raid, like, if the higher raid's difficult or whatever, lower raids, if the higher difficult, like, if the higher tier players are not even playing the bottom tier raids, I'd rather have the newer players get less stress. So I think these kind of changes are pretty good. Long story short, it became super easy. If you just read the notes here, most of the wipe mechanics are done. Mechanics are got easier. For example, the biggest one is the changing color types of orbs have been reduced. So my Vikis guide is wrong, right? Because there's apparently it said changing color types of orb has been reduced. I have no idea what this is, so it's up to you guys to tell me when I'm streaming on chat. And saying like, hey, there's only 3 colors now. But easier it is, the better, correct? So it's about that. And then there's like illusion attack, red and purple energy, all that stuff. So I don't know what the exact change is, but it got easy. For example, like for QoL Seidon, right? Mayhem meter 50 and up. When you get hit by that laser, you get stunned, right? And then that one is completely removed, so you don't get paralyzed at all. So those kind of stuff is pretty good. So you guys will find out. But either way, if most of you guys who are watching this video who just left Lost Ark because due to a big difficult, for example, when I was streaming it, sometimes I see you guys type in chats and like, hey, ATK, this game is too hard, like this game is too hard, etc. Like, you know, so I'm just not gonna play it. Maybe when they come back, the raid is much easier. Is this gonna make gatekeeping a lot less? I don't know. But if the raid is easily clearable with any people, because the raid itself is easy, I think gatekeeping is gonna be a little less. So that is the US server review that I did. It's good. I bet you guys are excited because right now when I turn on my stream, like, you guys are excited for the Slayer, you guys are excited for the drops, you guys are excited for the nerves, the honing nerves, the Hyper Express. This is a good time where we're gonna get some new players in, and then I hope you guys are excited for that. Hence, while we're talking about the global server more, Mr. Stoops this morning, before I went to bed this morning, he has the Lostark LFG Discord up. It's a new one, and then a bunch of people have been joining. This is a Lostark LFG, guys. He did this project by himself, and then asked us to help to promote it. This is one of the great ideas because this is the Korean version for it. This is a Korean Lost Ark official Discord where we can like promote ourselves, promote to like, hey, this is the party list for a Voldyke card, and then there's a bunch of like voice channels, and then like a one place to find like people who can help each other to get the raids going. So I guess that's where Stoops got the idea from. If you scroll down on my channel, there's also a banner here too, right? If you scroll down here, I also added this banner. It's pretty cute. Look at that, LFG Discord. If you just click that, you can join the Discord too. Or if you type LFG on my channel, on the chat, you can find that particular Discord as well. They put me as they put me as admin. I don't know why they put me as admin, but there's like raid coaches. See that? There's raid coaches, and there are people to talk to. So it's really good that Stoops is trying something to get things going, to help new players. Just wanted to share it because this is a really positive action. I hope you guys can find some friends in there too. With that, let's move on to the Korean section, chat. So Korea, nothing really has changed. And the funny thing is over here on Monday. So I talked about the PTR balance, right? It's just a little bit of prediction. This is a fun prediction. Today, I looked at this note saying Deadeye's 2 skills got deleted, is going to be deleted and replaced into another skill. And the Soul Fist is one of the skills going to be replaced as well. That means the Soul Fist remaster here and the Deadeye remaster here has went up. This could be like official or not. Maybe they're trolling. Imagine they say they're gonna replace these skills and these skills are completely useless. That's like that's messed up. but my long story short again. We'll see on Friday. So whoever's watching this video on Friday, we're going to Friday 2 p.m. KST is when the PTR servers launch, and then we get to see the updates. With that being said, boys, this concludes the video of the Wednesday news review with on the stream, guys. Time to shake the heads. Bye bye, boys. Shake my head.